Sahanavavatu Sahanau Bunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavaditamastu Mavid Vishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Tata Kim. If I say put on the camera, you may say Tata Kim So what? See, it is a statement of the great masters. It, that's why I know in the entire month we have taken up various topics. It's all the statements or the attitude portrayed by great evolved people. We started off, I guess, with is that so? I guess is that so? If I tell you, we had the topic, you may say, is that so? We had a topic, is that so? Ah, ah. And we also had some other topic, I guess. Hmm? So, uh, so now it is Tata Kim. Tata Kim is a Sanskrit word made more famous by Adi Shankara. He composed a Guru Stotram where this word Tatakim became a chorus. He says you could have read the scriptures, you may quote the scriptures left, right, center, but if you have not developed that sense of surrender to your Guru, it is of what use is all your information. One is Tatakim means literally means so what. In another context, of what use it is. You may have a beautiful house. I mean, a great villa overlooking the ocean, I don't know, golf course or a beach house overlooking the ocean. Nobody wants to live with you. Of what use it is? Tatakim. The person will say, your dad has a beach house. So what? I mean, not in a defeated way. See, one is to look at a negative way, another is to look at a very positive way. The way Adi Shankara portrayed was in a positive way. I'm going to take up that aspect then on this Friday lecture. In the entire Guru Stotram, I wanted to explain because of the Guru Purnima coming up. Last week we had the topic Creator's Note. I hope most of you attended. If you have not attended, it is there on the YouTube in our Mind and Intellect channel. You can watch it. Creator's Note. And this week also, it's like I want to continue with the Gita, but we will be taking up the Gita as well, but a little more explanation on on the Guru Stotram. So, and then certain aspects of my Guru. So I just want to share that. So this Friday will be an extended version of our Guru Purnima celebration. So, Tata Kim. Tata Kim it is an attitude portrayed by the great masters. Great masters. It is, as like, is that so? Is again, it is an attitude portrayed by great masters. So, so is Tata Kim. See, the whole aspect is we are trying to get into the thought process of self-realized masters. It is the month of the Guru Purnima. Why not we gain access to the mindset of these masters? That was the idea. Tata Kim. So what? It is in the English. That again, as I mentioned, is that so? Again, is an effect. So what is also an effect, and the cause for this beautiful effect is letting go. Letting go. You can't experience so what it is if you hold on to certain aspects. Our whole problem is not in it is our notion of holding on. So what is letting go? What is Tata Kim? It's to stop holding on to something, somebody. That's why it almost the maturity you have to move forward from where you are now to where you want to be. Tata Kim. It is a spiritual maturity portrayed as a way of life. Why it is difficult to let go? Why we are not able to bring in this attitude of so what? So what? That's when it's the when I translate in English, when I say so what, it either looks like an egoistic statement or looks like a statement of indifference. Imagine you're in the office, your boss is visiting, and somebody says, his boss is calling you for a meeting. Say Tata Kim. He will also say Tata Kim. So what? He may say, is that so? Say, sir, I mentioned this to our Arjun Reddy, and he said, Tata Kim, so what? And to which the boss will say, is that so? And he will take corrective measures. So, why is it difficult for most of us to let go? Why? Why is it difficult? Why are we holding on? Incredible. I've shared this many a time, but I want to share this one more time. Even if those who have heard it again, Tata Kim, so what? Hear it one more time. It is an episode in the life of Charlie Chaplin. Charlie Chaplin, when he became famous, in fact, his life is a study. His peak was still 45. And the next 40 years of his life, he never did anything. It's an interesting study of his life. By the time 45, he was a legend. But so many things he did, he couldn't pursue it. Anything beyond 45. He lived till the 80, I guess. It's incredible. It is, in fact, there's a movie called Chaplin by Richard Attenborough. After Richard Attenborough made Gandhi, he made this movie called Chaplin, based on the life of Charlie Chaplin. Towards the end of it, he's given a Lifetime Achievement Award at the Oscars. So after some many years, he's going to United States to receive. But he's not able to let go of what has happened before his life. No, before he left United States. He's not able to let go. He was holding on to it almost 30, 40 years. And his wife tells, what are you holding on to? Just go, what if they don't accept me? The contrary is when he goes to the stage, people have not seen him for a long time. In the Oscar history, he received the longest standing ovation. Over 10 minutes of standing ovation he received. Can you imagine? You go to the stage and generally a standing ovation is a minute or so, a few minutes. Over 10 minutes of standing ovation. They don't stop. They keep on clapping and everybody standing up. So, one of his events, he cracked a joke. He was like a stand-up comedian. He cracked a joke. People laughed at it. And the people are enjoying it. He repeated the joke. People are enjoying it. Third time he repeated it. They are enjoying it, but people were making some faces. Fourth time, fifth time, seventh time, he repeated it. People are only few of them enjoyed. Many of them were despising him. That is when he made this beautiful statement. If you can't laugh for the same joke multiple times, why do you suffer for the same mistake multiple times? If you can't laugh for the same joke multiple times, why do you cry? Why do you suffer for the same mistake multiple times? Tata Kim, so what? Made a mistake, so what? Or you achieved a great deal, so what? Yesterday's success doesn't need today's praise. It is not like the United States. Once you are a president, all your life will be called as a president. It's a strange country. They say they are in a World Cup happening, but it's between the states they are playing. Their own states they are playing. And where is the World Championship? I said, which other country is playing? No, only within Michigan versus, I don't know, some other. I said, this is a Ranji Trophy game. See, in the Indian context, it's like a Ranji Trophy game, but anything goes there. So, why? Why we are not able to let go? Why? Please, ask this question. Number one, an exaggerated value we associate with people, position, possession, place, and experiences. An exaggerated value we associate, we give to people, to positions, to possessions, to a place, to an experience. And why do we give an exaggerated value? Because of the mind programming. How do you ascertain that whether a person is successful? So he has made 7 million this year. In the process, he had a bypass surgery also, that they will not talk. Or he, not only that, he divorced his wife and nobody lives with him. I'm saying we define success on material terms predominantly. Now we have to expand our notion of success. Mental fitness, physical health. It is your free time, your potential to pursue your hobbies. Along with that, even your material well-being, your position, all that. It is not just money and position which could determine success. The problem is we've been programmed that way, money and position. Money, position, plus mental fitness, plus physical fitness, plus joyful friendships, plus happiness. If you can be happy without any reason, that's being successful. The happiness plus your free time. If all your time is dictated by various other aspects, plus your hobbies, and all these put together is a successful, fulfilling life. So, the value you associate with a position, with a possession, with a person, with a place, with an experience. Value. Now, next, when you give an exaggerated value, then what happens? The greater the importance, the higher the priority you associate with these aspects. Either a position, the possession, place, or an experience. You give a greater value to it. Greater value. Because of the priority you associate. I understand work is important. Your relationship is also important. Not just, your physical health is important, but mental fitness is even more essential. Suddenly, after the pandemic, everybody talks about mental fitness. Before that, whether you are a diabetic or blood pressure, that's what they were looking into. Suddenly now, mental fitness, suddenly diabetes goes to the back, or diabetes, or the blood pressure and all, that goes to the back door. That is a secondary. Mental fitness. How fit you are mentally. So, the greater the importance, the higher the priority you associate with any of these. The problem is, when you define, therefore, we define our life with these aspects: position, possession, people, or a place. And these are the factors on which you derive happiness. These are the factors through which you derive happiness. Therefore, you can't let go. You can't let go. I have known people, they have defined their life through a position. They are a CEO of an organization. It is once they come out of that position, they don't know how to deal with themselves. All their life they have defined themselves with that position. I still remember that there was this chairman of a bank, of an Indian bank. When he goes for a walk, it is like a procession. The number of fellows who are with him, while he's going for a walk, he's not going for any shorts and t-shirt, and then he's putting on, trying to listen to some lecture. But everybody with him. And then he sits down. Sir, would you like to have some water? One fellow. It went on for a while. He retired. He retired. Next week he also went for the walk. He alone went for the walk. No one else was with him. No one else. It's incredible if you define your life with a position or with a possession. Why? There's an exaggerated value we have associated. Exaggerated value. See, what goes along with the position is not just the position, your ego. You have put yourself, you have given that position a certain pedestal. Position has gone. The ego which associated with that is there. Now it has dropped. You don't know how to deal with it. You don't know how to deal with it. It's incredible. Lord Rama, he was sent to, Kaikeyi told him to go to the forest. Just like that, he was supposed to be coronated. He didn't say, let me get coronated. One day, no, I will rule as a king. Then I will go, I don't mind. Just like that he gave. Just like that. That is Lord Rama. We may say, that is Lord Rama, we are, we are what we are. The value associated, why I am telling you friends, of late, the present 50 is the new 60. It is not, those days they retired at 60. The present 50 is the new 60. If only you associate or define your life with a position, you had it. You will not know how to deal with yourself. That's why I have said, it is, don't give an exaggerated value to a position, possession, people, place. COVID, due to the pandemic, you would have lost somebody. Unfortunate. But if you have defined yourself with the person, it will be very tough for you. That's the reason I'm just telling you why we are not able to experience this notion of Tata Kim. So what? The next is pleasure. One is a position, next is pleasure. When you derive maximum pleasure from an object or a person, you can't let go. I wish I can demonstrate. I know when the physical lectures I used to demonstrate. All your mobiles, keep it here. I'm standing and giving a lecture. All your mobiles, keep it here for after the lecture I'll give you. I'm not going to take it with me. That is when, they are, in case there is some emergency call. Look here, they will again call after the lecture. Nothing, it is, we derive maximum pleasure, identity from an object or a person. You can't let go. You can't let go. We have lost the potential to gain happiness within. On the other day, happened to visit some place, and there were this bank people who said, we will give you a loan. You take this credit card, I'll give you a loan and all. I said, I don't use a credit card. I only use a debit card. Immediately he said, I I want to just tell you what is your worthiness, how much loan you are eligible for. I said, look here, I don't want a loan. I don't want a loan. And I said, sir, please give me. You're joking. No? He took my ID and he checked. And his jaws dropped. Sir, you don't, in the last 10 years, there is no credit card you have taken. There is no loan you have taken. How do you survive? He said, first time I'm seeing a person who does not have a credit card, who's not taken a loan, bank loan or any loan in the last 10 years. He says, I just turned 50. In the 50 years, I have not taken a loan. He says, no, in the last 10 years, you have not. And he said, sir, one request. I want to take a selfie with you. Because he wants to show to his bank manager. There are some specimens who exist like this, who don't take a loan, who don't have a credit card, who serves the bank by using the debit card. If you derive maximum pleasure from an object or a person, you can't let go. You can't let go. In the objects, just because things are available at ease, why would you take it? Next, expectations. Why we can't let go? When you're result oriented, you work for the future prospects alone predominantly. Focus is on the future. You can't stop the thought process. So much effort goes into that. You can't let go. So much expectation is ingrained. You can't let go of the result of action. I'm not saying don't have expectations. All that I'm saying is, if you are too much focused on the result of action, you can't let go. Because you have, that's one aspect. The next is, when it comes to relationship, the future imagined. See, you have projected a future with a person. Why breakups are too difficult to deal with, for especially the young people? Breakups are too difficult to deal with because they have projected a future with that person. You want to grow and age gracefully with a particular person. Therefore, you can't let go of the future planned with that person. That's what I'm saying. That's why divorces are very difficult. Breakups are extremely difficult. Why divorce even a friendship breaking up? You would have imagined a future with a person. That's out of a friendship. That's why breakups are too difficult to deal with. You have imagined a future with that person. What it would be. Oh, she would be, or he would be the father of my children. Or you decided to buy a house and be with that person so much. Or you would have bought the house. That's why I'm saying it's not that easy. But watch out. It is the future you have imagined with the person. So the exaggerated value you associate with the position. Number 2, the pleasure you derive from an object or a person. The expectations ingrained. And the 4th is a future imagined. All these factors put together makes it extremely difficult for any one of us to let go, to experience. So what? So what? This job is gone, so what? See, I've been jobless for the last 30 years. In the sense, I don't have a job. It is, I am my own boss. I decide when I want to conduct the lectures. It is. And I decide what I have to talk also. Right? You have no choice but to listen. That's the reason I say put on your camera. See, it's a different standpoint, friends. It is watch out. The Tata Kim meaning, so what? So what today 34, the other day 100 or so what? It's not a fatalistic attitude, it's not a negative attitude. Can I do my best even to 3 people? That's the thought process. If there are 3,400 people, more benefited. 34 people, more benefited. But so what is is a very matured attitude we portray. So think about it. Now, why we need to let go? Why we I gave reasons why we are not able to let go. Why we need to let go. There's a great Chinese philosopher, Tao Te Ching, the Taoism. We did on a Tuesday morning the learning from the legends. One whole session I did on this particular philosopher, Chinese philosopher, Tao Te Ching. It is an intense form of Buddhism, Taoism. In fact, it is the source. And Tao Te Ching, he says, when I let go of what I am, I become what I might be. When I let go of what I am, I become what I might be. When I let go of what I have, I receive what I need. Have you ever struggled to find work or love only to find after you have given up? This is the paradox of letting go. Have you ever struggled to find work or love only to find after you have given it up? This is the paradox of letting go. Letting go. The same message, Ramatirtha puts it in a very succinct way. The way to gain anything is to lose it. The way you want great fortune, great money, lose the craving, desiring for it, and excel in the way you perform your work. Excel in the way you perform your work. See, when he says the way to gain anything is to lose it, is to lose the craving, desiring. It is merely focusing on it. That's why it is what have you ever struggled to find work or love only to find it after you have given it up. After you have given it up. So, our life, if you observe, is present continuous. You have seen the past, you are experiencing the present, and there will be a future as well. There will be a future as well. So watch out. The past is a lesson to be learned, not a life sentence, friends. It is. That's why we say it's an interesting analogy. Another great philosopher made a beautiful statement. In fact, it is Tao Te Ching. Again, continuing with his words, he says, "We believe it is difficult to let go, but in truth, it is so much more difficult and painful to hold on and protect." We believe it is difficult to let go, but in truth, it is much more difficult and painful to hold on and protect. Reflect upon anything in your life that you grasp hold of. Reflect upon anything in your life that you're holding on to. It could be an opinion, a historical resentment, an ambition, or an unfulfilled fantasy. It says we believe it is difficult to let go, but it is much more difficult and painful to hold on and protect. He says that's the truth. He says anything you hold on, sense the tightness, fear, and defensiveness that surrounds the grasping. Anything you hold on, it could be an opinion, a historical resentment, an ambition, or an unfulfilled fantasy. Sense the tightness, fear, defensiveness that surrounds the grasping. It is a painful, anxious experience of unhappiness. That grasping, that holding on. We do not let go in order to make ourselves impoverished, he says. We do not let go in order to make us impoverished or bereft. We let go in order to discover peace and happiness. You let go in order to discover peace and happiness. You do not hold on. You do not hold on to any of these in order to make ourselves impoverished or bereft of happiness. We let go in order to discover peace and happiness. That's why it is the past is a lesson to be learned, not a life sentence, friends. Past is a lesson to be learned, never a life sentence. The Bhagavad Gita highlights. He says each human being it is once the gift of birth is we are given this gift of the loss of memory. The gift of being a human being is the nature's gift. The birthday gifts you've been provided is a loss of memory, not forgetfulness. Please, okay. Forgetfulness is a disease. I wanted to attend this lecture, but I forgot. That's a disease. And there are some people I have not put on my calendar, therefore I didn't see. It is not that you have not put on the calendar, put on this event in the calendar. This is not a priority. That's all. If it is a priority, you could be walking, still you will be listening. That's what I'm saying. So, that's a priority. So, that's why we have been given this gift of forgetfulness. Nature bestowed us with this potential. When you forcefully hold on any experience, and you are forcefully holding on to a person, to a position, an experience, you are functioning against a design of nature. The whole design is provided so that you can enjoy the present moment. I always say, the longer you hold, the heavier it becomes. Now, I could be holding a glass of. Imagine I'm holding this glass of water. When I'm holding it just for a half a minute, it is so easy. I can drink. I can imagine I hold on for half an hour. Slight pain. Hold on for 2 hours. The pain increases. I hold on for 5 hours. Shooting pain. I hold on for 10, 12 hours. Finished. I can't even use this hand again. So what should I do? Just keep it. Having had the sip, keep it. That's it. People may think Tata Kim must be very intricate philosophy he's going to share. You drank a glass of water. Your choice to hold on. It's my choice to hold on and talk. So, all that I have to do to continue my lecture in a peaceful way, just drop that. Don't drop a glass of water in someone else. Just keep it in a safe place. That's it. That's what I'm saying. It is the longer you hold, heavier it becomes. See, therefore, the problem is not the weight, it is how long you hold on to. Many an issue in our life, it is not the incident, it is how long you hold that incident. When I went to their house, they served samosa chaat for that guest, not for me. When did it happen? 22 years ago. You're holding on to the samosa chaat. Heavier it becomes. Whenever you see a samosa chaat, that is what you remember. Anybody's house, and can you have a conversation with that same person? Why? It is not that incident. It is the duration of how long you hold on to it. Duration. The longer you hold, the heavier it becomes. Somebody would have told you something. That's the beauty with the children. No? They may say something that they don't hold on to it. Next day they'll come and play with you. But as parents, we have this unique quality of retaining whatever they have said. Yesterday, I'm a devil. You don't want to talk to me. Today, you want to come and play with me. And the child looks at it and says, Tata Kim, so what? If you don't play, I'll play with my neighbor. So, and then they go, Tata Kim. They enjoy and go ahead and start playing. But yesterday, how much she shouted at me? One toy, I forgot to get how much she shouted. And now, she's coming, you will tell your neighbor. And then, she says, you are right, huh? Don't pamper your children like this and all. There are some wrong advice you get. You have to be strict. Huh? Like when they should not talk to you like this and all. And you'll find that child, your child is playing with that lady's child, and they are enjoying the time. You both are analyzing and then how to deal with the next time when it happens. Tata Kim, your child says Tata Kim and goes and plays, has a great time and comes back. And now you're still holding on. You had a good time, we enjoyed the time. What about, but you are frowning. Therefore, the problem is not the weight, friends. It is how long you hold on to. Many an experience, if you are going through an agitation, just see how long you're holding on to. Just see how long you're holding on to. Could be an argument between siblings, brothers and sisters, or something they're told, and how long you hold on to. How long you hold on to. They would have told you an idiot or a stupid. How long you hold on? In fact, you say, no, if you thank your brother, thank you very much. Huh? What you said was right. I am an idiot. He will never even utter that again. By mistake, you told him, no, I am an idiot. I have corrected myself. Therefore, that's why I'm saying it is a simple correction if you can do. The longer you hold, the heavier it becomes. It could be, that's why I say it could be an opinion, a historical resentment, an ambition, or an unfulfilled fantasy. The longer you hold, the heavier it becomes. You can't let go. You can't let go. That's the reason, no? Childhood dream, 74-year-old fellow riding a Harley Davidson. Why? Childhood dream. Now he has all the money. He has no company to go anywhere with. And his wife can't sit in it because she needs a proper seat in a car. You can't take anybody, and then you have a fear of riding in a high speed. I've seen in certain people, if it is in other countries, Sunday morning, nobody is in the road. One old fellow with a Harley Davidson riding. I've seen it in Dubai. It is Friday morning, Harley Davidson. Definitely, if there's I used to go to Abu Dhabi for lectures. So in the 6 o'clock and all, I'll see 3-4 fellows. In India, TVS 50 will go slightly faster. 4 old fellows in 4 bikes. And then where they'll go, straight go to a South Indian restaurant, have coffee, go back. But what to do? Desire. From the age of 16, I've been entertaining the desire for Harley Davidson. Now you have it. Once I was shocked. One fellow had 2 Harley Davidson, one very expensive Harley Davidson. And I said, this age? Seriously? This age? Friday mornings you go, without fail. Where straight go to a South Indian restaurant, idli and vada you have, come back. What, 4 fellows, 4 oldies go there and with coffee. We don't repeat the same restaurant, we go to different restaurant. So, the longer you hold, the heavier it becomes. Anything, why would you hold on to certain things unnecessarily and troubling yourself? If only it's like, I'm drinking the water, I can hold on. All that I have to do is to drop it, keep it. So it looks simple, friends, but that's why I say, off late I'm very big on this concept. Most of us, if we have made mistake or if we are going through trouble in life, it's on the fundamentals. It's on the fundamentals, not on intricate aspects, fundamentals. One of the fundamentals is this. The longer you hold, the heavier it becomes. The longer you hold, heavier it becomes. So, problem is not the weight. It is how long you hold on to it. So drop it, let it go. See, E. Carpenter, a great English philosopher, he made a beautiful statement. Never before I could believe it, but I can see it all now. Never before I could believe it, but I can see it all now. There is no peace, no happiness until I clean drop thinking about myself. You should not do it in halves. Even while there is a least grain of self left, even if there is a least grain of ego left, it spoils it all. Clean drop thing. He says, never before I could believe it, but I can see it all now. There can be no happiness unless I clean drop thinking about myself. About myself here is the ego. That's why I keep telling, instead of letting go of your ego and saving relationships, you save your ego and let go of precious relationships. That's the problem. Instead of letting go of your ego and saving relationships, you save your ego and let go of precious relationship. Now nobody wants to deal with you. There are fellows in lockdown, how much they suffered. He said, when I organized the wedding, 1,586 people attended, of which 642 fellows I bought in. Air ticket, accommodation. Lockdown, I'm calling them. One evening, come and spend with me. Nobody wanted to come. Nobody wanted to come. I said, normally also nobody wants to spend time with you. Lockdown, you think they'll come and spend time with you? It is, it's incredible. Incredible. So watch out, friends. Watch out. They say, life forcefully takes away that which you hold on to. Life forcefully takes away that which you hold on to. It could be a people or possession or money, power. You hold on to it. Life, nature takes it away forcefully. Forcefully takes it away. Letting go is the only option. Holding on can never be an option. Sometimes parents are so attached to children. Once their child goes to university, the parents know, my God, now you forgot your mother. Before, you used to call me for everything. Now you've forgotten. So, Mom, I'm busy in the university. I have this projects now. Oh, my thought itself doesn't come for you, right? Incredible. Life forcefully takes you away. Takes it away from you. If you hold on. Holding on is not an option. Letting go is the only possibility. Tata Kim. They have not called Tata Kim. They will call. Maybe they are busy with their own studies and their extracurricular activities. Eventually, if they need your help, they will call you. Because when they call, okay, the whole week you didn't have time to call your mother. You're so busy. I also sent you 4 text messages. Oh, really? You sent? If they say that, that's finished. Another 10 minutes, another lecture. Oh, you don't even see the text messages? And that's the reason when next time when they call, Mom, I'm a bit busy now, I'll call you later. So this is what will happen. And then you can't deal with that anger, you will show it on your spouse or on the food. Little extra spices today. The fellow understands. Something not right. So, there's this great philosopher who made a simple but a very pertinent statement. He said, don't worry about people the universe took from your life. Don't worry about people the universe took from your life. It heard conversation you didn't. It saw stuff you couldn't. So it moved in ways you wouldn't. Don't worry about people the universe took from your life. I'm not talking about death here, general friendships and relationships. Don't worry about people the universe took from your life. It heard conversation you didn't. It saw stuff you couldn't. So it moved in ways you wouldn't. So don't worry about people the universe took from your life. It's a simple but a very interesting analysis. Now, we discussed why we are not able to let go, why we can't experience this notion of Tata Kim. Now, we discussed why we needed to let go, why you needed to let go. Now, how to let go? How to let go? How? It's, even though when I mention the longer you hold, the heavier it becomes. It is a way of, it is a caution why you are not letting go. Now, how to let go? We started off saying you are not able to let go because of an exaggerated value you have given to various aspects of your life. Now, the way to let go is have the right value, assign right value, not a black market value. Many things in our life, it's a black market value. Listen to this carefully. This is very important, friends. What is the right value? Material objects gives comforts. Material objects provides comforts. You have a Rolls Royce car or a Bentley. The journey in that car is comfortable. Material objects, you have a wonderful villa, it's comfortable. An excellent mattress, it's comfortable. Material objects provides comforts. Next, number 2, positions brings responsibilities. One is to aspire for the position to be the CEO or the president of an organization or of a country. One is to aspire for the position. Another is positions brings responsibilities. In fact, position means responsibility. There are people, they want to be a parent, but it's a responsibility. But I can't take care of all these things. Then watch serials where parents act. Don't, it is a position means responsibility. Could be a CEO or a president or a leader of an organization or of a country or a parent or a head of a family. Position brings responsibilities. Next, relationships needs duties and responsibilities plus trust. Relationship means duties and responsibilities plus trust. So, assign the right value, not a black market value. See, I'm not against material objects. Have the best of things, but understand it gives you comforts. Traveling in a first class, traveling in first class or having your own private jet gives you comfort, flexibility, but that is not going to guarantee you a very peaceful journey. You could be driving a S-Class Mercedes and you could feel very insecure. Or you can drive a Picanto or Hyundai i10 and you could be singing and dancing while driving. So happy you could be in an i10, in an S500. Can't smile because tomorrow this payment has to be done. In the car, if I don't pay in the next week, somebody will take it away. Everything. There's nothing wrong. You have the best. But understand it provides comforts. Position provides responsibilities. Relationship means duties plus trust. Relationship means duties and trust. Therefore, assign the right value. Then it's easy to let go. See, it's easy to let go. It's in a span. So some mistake happened, some ego you got involved. Could be in a position. Tata Kim. There's a scratch in your car. Tata Kim. Anyway, there's insurance. It will be paid. Otherwise, if you can't let go, a scratch in the car is like a scratch in your heart. It is like that. You can't let go. It is relationships. It's based on duties. So Tata Kim, you understand you made a mistake. Now you will work on it in a better way. Next, friends. Pleasure. How to let go. Pleasure appears in a mask of sorrow. Pleasure appears in a mask of sorrow. It's directly taken from the Gita. It says when you experience pleasure in the first contact with an object or a person, the Gita says sorrow is ingrained in it. The Gita highlights, the beautiful words, contact born pleasure is a womb of sorrow. Contact, if you derive pleasure through a contact of a person or an object, it's a womb of sorrow. It's a womb of sorrow. And why? See, beautifully, it's a womb of sorrow, meaning, see, a fetus grows in the womb, 9 months. You will never see. These days you can see through a scan, but you can't see the child. It grows. Suddenly, no child suddenly drops out. Imagine somebody is walking, suddenly a child comes out. It doesn't happen like that. The fetus grows in the womb. So, Gita, contact born pleasure is a womb of sorrow. I used to ask this question. When does you bought a new car, when does the car starts to depreciate? When does the value starts going down? You bought the car. When does the value of the car starts going down? On the day you bought. On the day you bought. That's it. Unless it is your friend or your brother-in-law or your father-in-law, they may buy at the same price. Otherwise, you bought it, instantly the depreciation starts. Instantly the depreciation starts. So, when you understand contact born pleasure is a womb of sorrow, you will withdraw. It could be, you may see, you will not fall for instant pleasures. You will withdraw. I'm not saying don't have it, but you'll understand you will not deal with it further. You'll be like a casual consumer of alcohol. Not in any occasion, let's have something. It is a contact born pleasure is a womb of sorrow. Is a womb of sorrow. It grows, and once it is sorrowful, you have to forcefully let go. Why don't you either contact it in a diligent way so that you can enjoy all through your life? I am not saying drop all those things. Have it in its equal measure. My guru, he used to have ice cream till the age of 90. 91 he used to have ice cream. Now I don't know. I've not met him for the last year and a half. It is moderate the contact, regulate the contact, and control it. Moderate it, regulate the exposure, moderate the contact, so that you can control that experience. You can control that experience. So that's the way to let go. So you understand. Anything that is a contact born pleasure is a womb of sorrow. So what is the focus? You want to derive happiness from within. You want to do it inside out, not outside in. Then finally, if your focus on process excellence, focus is on the action and not on the result of the action. There is joy in the journey. There is satisfaction in the journey. This is what we say now. That the intensity you bring in the present moment. You're able to bring in that intensity in the present moment. So, once that intensity is brought in the present moment, one of my favorite statements, it is Matthew Arnold makes it. Life is an arrow shot from darkness. Life is an arrow shot from darkness. Flutters in the light for a while, goes back to darkness. I wish you understand it. Life is an arrow shot from darkness. You don't know where you came from. Flutters in the light for a while, goes back to darkness. You don't know where you're heading for. You don't know where you came from. You don't know where you're heading for. But what a noise we are making. What a noise we are making. You know who I am? Do you know who I am? Steel King. Do you know who I am? Huh? What a noise. What a noise. He puts himself Steel King. You don't know where you came from. You don't know where you're heading for. Every one of us. If only I came from this place. It is. I am not saying not in the immigration. You're saying in life, where you came from, the mother's womb. Before that, where you can where I, okay, at least that you know where are you heading for? I don't maybe yeah, I'll be born as a prince somewhere else. You know. We don't know where you came from. We don't know where you're heading for. What a noise we make. What a noise. Ego. And so many aspects of it. Holding on to certain things. That's the reason the way the Adi Shankara highlights Tata Kim, so what? Of what use it is? You have a great place and you know the entire scriptures well, but you don't have contentment. Of what use it is? You have a fabulous job, but you're very insecure in your job. Of what use it is? You have a fabulous wife, but you're fearful. Sorry, fabulous partner, but you're very fearful. Of what use it is? Tata Kim, so what? All that I'm saying is, so what is an attitude of refinement, of growth, of maturity, whereby the focus, that's when you have the right value assigned for every aspect of life. Right value. And the focus is on your choice of action. And therefore you don't fall a victim even to the instant pleasures. Because you have taken in this knowledge. Adi Shankara, the way he highlighted. That's when Balastavat Krida Saktaha, Tarunastavat Taruni Saktaha, Chintastavat Vriddhastavat Chinta Saktaha, Parame Brahmani Kopina Saktaha. As a child you are attached to playthings, as a youth you are attached to passion, as a old person you are attached to worries and anxieties. Where is the time to think of the divinity, says Adi Shankara. Where is I'm just it's a fascinating statement. So Tata Kim, letting go. In fact, the thing is, why do you hold on to anything in life? Why do you hold on to anything in life? Just let go. Let go. And you can let go provided you have the right values, provided you understand how pleasure manifests, where there is process excellence, where you are living in the present moment predominantly. You do not hold on to things. That's why it is the problem is anything you hold on to. The problem is not the experience. Problem when I hold on to a glass of water, problem is not the weight. It is the duration of which I'm holding on to. Duration. How many of us as partners would have experienced? Morning you had a small argument. Till now you have not spoken. Till now, or you would have had there's a slight argument 2 days ago. Till now you have not spoken. That is all. How long it is. So watch out, friends. Life is present continuous. Have a right value. Don't let go when you have to let go. Let go things you have to let go. There's no point in holding on to many things. How many relationships suffer because you can't let go? Tata Kim, your parents shouted at you at one time. They shouted at you when you were 7 and they maybe scolded you, were tough with you when you were 8 or 9. Now you are 75. I will never forget. Continue. Some more years. You will suffer only. 75, you have not forgotten something happened at 7. You should be like the little child. The mother is not playing. Tata Kim. Chiba. And she says, no, goes to the neighbor and then plays around. Who's benefited? Who's benefited? So that's what I'm saying. Let's not make this mistake. It's a grave mistake we make. And no one else is a sufferer except yourself. That's why, who's the sufferer of holding this glass of water? Who is the one? You are watching and you may watch. I said, are you suffering? The longer I hold, the heavier it becomes. Not worth it, friends. Not worth it. Tata Kim, so what? Don't tell it to your spouse when he says something. Within yourself, it's okay. So what? And once that attitude comes in, your potential to handle simple issues of life becomes easier. As a result, bigger issues can be dealt in a graceful way. That's what I'm saying. It is, if all these things are not there, and let me tell you, you will give in to superstitions, you will give in to all the, you know, it is rituals which will make you dependent and confused. So watch out, friends. Watch out. These are all the. That's why I say that what we do in mind and intellect is so precious and essential learnings. That is, this is not for one particular religion or a caste. It's for all people. Anyone who's interested in living life well, it is for them. So make use of it. Make use of it. This Friday, again, a continuation of our Guru Purnima. Again, our obeisance to all the great masters. So this Friday. So thank you all for your time, for your presence, for I will not say Tata Kim So what, because all of them are there. We're able to have this session. So take good care of yourself